I feel quite lost in direction. I'll tell you how. Some months ago, when I finished reading all of your books, I felt I was, understanding something, at least at an intellectual level, the idea of authorship, the idea of doership, and the impersonal functioning of the universe, the personality of it, and things like that.
Yeah.
So it came with that intellectual level of understanding. It came with relaxation for at least like 1 to 2 weeks. I felt pretty different. So I still feel that understanding was at a very intellectual level only. I have no way, tools, method, way to even inquire how to take it to another level. So that is where I am, without a clue.
Yes. Wonderful. I couldn't be happier. From that point, there are real possibilities.
I don't know. Because if there were, would they not have revealed themselves by now?
Why? Would they have revealed themselves by now? If it's not time for them to reveal themselves. You suspect there's some kind of order that has a logical basis and rational idea behind it. And say, well, if it was going to happen, it should have happened already because. But clearly that is not the case. And that leaves you here. Yes. And for someone who I can tell from having sat with you for a number of times that has been quite successful in life through the application of your intellect and your capacity to learn and to discern things intellectually, that tool is your go-to tool.
That's right.
I mean, if you've got a strong tool in your bag, it makes perfect sense to use it. It's comfortable in your hand. You know how to use it. You've been successful using it. It's a great thing. Right up, of course, to the moment that you find that it's not applicable to the task at hand. Then you go, shit. Now what? Now that my tool is no longer useful, what do I do? Right. And we will see what you do.
I can't do anything. I've done what I could. No?
Well, you're always not able to do anything and doing what you can. Always. Intellectually, you already know that.
Yes.
And yet, persisting is the desire to do something. And I assure you, you will. Of that, I can promise you. You will do something. Now, what the impact of that is, I make no promises about. But you will do something. And what that is, I don't know and you don't know. But you've come tonight with an openness bred from the frustration that the intellectual understanding is not enough.
No. Yeah. Not.
So, that opens up all kinds of possibilities of some other means to understand other than that one. Now, you'll keep falling back on it because, I mean, we do, of course. But probably with less and less satisfaction. And that going back to what you know, what you understand, what makes sense, what's reasonable and rational, you know, will increasingly, probably, become less meaningful. And the seeking will take you in a different direction. Of course, I could be completely wrong about that.
That's true. I've learned to use the intellect, but I probably will learn to give it up. I don't know.
Well, the intellect is a wonderful tool for all kinds of things. I mean, it's a very valuable tool, no question about it. And you're very blessed to have access to such a tool. And it will be of even greater value when it is not your only one, when it is not seen as the one.
Because I was beginning to think that maybe my intellect is lesser than the ones who have known.
Mm-hmm.
But listening to you, what it sounds like is maybe even no matter how brilliant the intellect is, it's going to fail at some point.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because of the very nature of this, what we call understanding. Because it is not intellectual instruction. And so the intellect, while it can take you to the edge of it, cannot take you into it. It simply can't. It's not possible.